Hi girls, Miss Lalonde here. I'm coming at you from my kitchen. So I have been talking to quite a few of you on the phone, and I've gotten some feedback that you guys are just not feeling so great. Maybe your mind is going a lot. Maybe you're just feeling a little down. Maybe you're having some stomach problems because you're worrying a lot. So I wanted to do an activity with you to help you focus on what is in your control and what is out of your control. So this is going to be a video series. The first video, we're going to identify what is in our control and what is out of our control. Our next video will look at letting go of the things that are out of our control and how we can kind of release those feelings and worries. And then the next video is what we can do with problems that we have, and that is going to be a story that I read. So the first thing I want you to do is pause my video and go get a piece of paper or a crayon or something to write with. If you don't want to write this down, that's okay. Maybe you can just think about things as I write my own. So go ahead and go grab your paper and pause the video. All right, so we're gonna get going now. The first thing I want you to do is just trace the shape of your hand on your paper. I'm gonna do it on my whiteboard here. Also, you're not going to be able to read probably what I write because I'm writing with a marker on a whiteboard, very, very small. And also, I think it is going to come up backwards maybe because it's on a video. So you'll really have to pay attention to what I'm saying. So there's my hand. My fingers are a little wonky. That's all right. It'll still work. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to write what is in our control. So, what is in your guys' control? What do you have control over at home? Maybe your clothes that you wear for the day? Your outfit? Right? We don't have to dress up for Brighter Choice right now, so you get to pick out your own clothes probably. So, I'm going to write clothes down here. I like to wear my pajamas a lot. What else do we have control over right now in our lives? Again, I know I already wrote clothes. You probably get to pick out your shoes, and maybe the games you play. Now we're going to get into something a little bit harder. You have control over what kind of TV you watch. I have to erase that. TV, internet, phone, social media. So right now there's a lot of stuff on the news that can be scary. Maybe you're watching shows on Netflix, and maybe you're playing around on Instagram and TikTok on your phone. So you have the control over shutting your phone off, turning the TV off, changing the channel, and making sure that you're watching something that makes you feel good and isn't making you feel scared at night or isn't making you worry more. So you guys have control over that. You also have control over how you're interacting with your friends online, right? I know a lot of you guys have been talking to your friends on TikTok or on Instagram. Make sure you're using your kind words and you're following the internet safety and the internet kindness lessons that Miss Appleby has provided to you in the past, okay? I'm counting on you guys to make sure you're doing the right thing because our parents are really busy right now and maybe they don't have time to check in on that all the time. So it's up to you to make sure that you're following those things that you have learned at Brighter Choice. How about your attitude, right? You have control over your attitude. Do you have a good attitude right now, or are you having a bad attitude about things? We have the choice to make our days better and to have a good attitude and to have a growth mindset and to try to get our work done. So that brings me to a big one, your homework. Again, moms and dads and aunties and our family are very busy right now, so they might not be able to tell us to get out our work all the time, but you have control over that. You can make the choice to do your work, to get it out, and to try. You don't always have to complete everything, but you do need to be trying. All right. Now we're going to kind of switch gears a little bit in there. You have control over washing your hands, maybe taking vitamins, and you might have control over if you stay home or not. Not everybody can stay home because their parents may still have to work, and that means they have to go to a babysitter or a friend's house. But if you can stay home with your parents, you usually have control over that. We don't always have to be asking mom and dad to take us to the store right now or go play with friends. You can take control over that and try to stay home your best too. So our hand is very full up right now. So we are now going to write things that are out of our control on the outside of our hands. So some of the things that are outside of our control, why don't you go ahead and think of some? I'll give you one, and then I'll give you a couple more seconds to add some more. So the weather, right? The weather is out of our control. For me right now, I have planted a bunch of seeds because I like to garden, and I water them and I put them in a sunny area, but I don't really have control over if they grow or not. Sometimes you just get a bad seed. So I'm going to write my seeds. I want you to continue to think about things that are out of your control. So another one is your parents' jobs, right? Maybe your mom, your dad, maybe your mom, your dad, your auntie, your foster mom, whoever is taking care of you right now, grandma and grandpa, Nona and Papa, maybe they're having a hard time working right now with everything that's going on. But you don't have control over that. Only Nana and Papa or your parents or whoever's taking care of you, they have control over that. That is not something, and maybe they don't. But that's something for adults to worry about. That is out of your control. Money. Lots of kids are worried about their money right now and if their family has enough money to care for them. You don't have control over that either. You're only a kid, so you need to let that go as well. That's something for our parents and our caregivers to worry about. That's not something for you to worry about. There are kid problems and adult problems. Money and jobs are parent problems. Your attitude in doing your schoolwork are kids' problems. Okay? So, what else don't you have control over? I know one that I don't like. My TV shows have all been canceled, and that is sad to me. So, there's only like 2, but still. TV shows. We don't have control over that. We don't have control over if the weather is nice so we can play outside. We don't have control over if our plants grow or not. We don't have control over if our parents' jobs and our money. Oh, here's a big one. When we go back to school, we don't have control over when we go back to school or when we don't. That is for Miss Ford and the governor and people that are not us to worry about. So we all want to go back to school. I want to go back to school, but that isn't something that I have control over. If we get sick or not, right? We don't get to decide if we get sick or not. We can take our preventative measures. We can wash our hands. We can stay at home. But we really can't worry about if we're going to get sick or not, because that's something that we don't have control over. We do have control over, again, those preventative measures, washing our hands, staying at home, taking our vitamins, and making the best of our time at home. So that is our whole list for right now. I'm going to show you the board, and I'm sure yours kind of looks like this. If you have any questions, again, reach out to me through the phone or email. I am always here to help you guys if you're having trouble with any of these concerns. And stay tuned for my next video tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow, on Monday, about how to let go of some of these things that maybe we are worrying about and that are out of our control. All right, bye guys. I miss you.